My name is Mrs. Lee. I'm the one that's been bombarding you with emails. And I appreciate your support that you have given your child at home. The projects that are out there are all the things that kind of came from their heart, things that they enjoy, things that they like to do, really hopefully drove their project at home. I tried to emphasize with them that they shouldn't be doing a project they don't love. And that's part of the fun tonight, is really to see a glimpse into who they are. So I appreciate you supporting them, helping them learn at home while they were learning here. For those of you who have been to Images of Greatness in the past, this may sound a little bit different. In the past, we've written more of a report, and this year we tried to change it up a little bit, so they're going to be reading to you a series of facts. Part of the challenge with our facts is they tried to take 5 facts and model them after the author Nathan Levy, who takes those facts and twists the words and tries to be a little bit creative in how he presents his facts about people. So they tried to do that as well. They tried to take at least 5 facts and give them a little twist to not be so obvious. So enjoy the show. I'm going to pass it off to them.
Hello and welcome to South School's Images of Greatness celebration. I'm Elizabeth and this is Ruth. We will be your hosts this evening.
Gathered on our stage are eminent people who have worked hard to make a difference in our world. This evening you may hear from scientists, artists, authors, and historical figures.
Our eminent guests have been preparing for this evening for quite a long time. They have prepared our Guess Who facts, made projects, and dressed in character. So please take a moment, locate your phone, and be sure it is on silent. Thank you.
You will get to play a guessing game. On your program, here are the names of the 4th grade participants in the key program. After each student reads their Guess Who facts, write the name of the eminent person you think they are pretending to be. We will give you the answers later, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Open the gates and let our first guest in. Please welcome Owen.
I got married on a cliff in Hawaii overlooking the Pacific Ocean. I attended Lakeside Middle School. My pool has its own underwater music system. In 3rd grade, I set up firecrackers on my teacher's desk. My programming is real basic. I work with IBM and ITS. I'm small, shy, and competitive. My college sports teams are known as the Crimsons. I put $123 million into my Lakeside house. Right now, I'm 61 years old. I wrote code for the All-Fair 8800 computer. I prefer maple trees over any other tree. I attended Harvard University. My friend is Paul Allen. I own a company named Microsoft. Who am I?
Extra read about our next guest, Jane.
My favorite place to study was for the birds. I would spend more time studying my inventions. Whenever I could, I was outside. Lights, camera, action came to be because of me. On Christmas Day in 1971, I married Mary Stillwell. I died in my jersey. I was born in the Garden State. I won the Congressional Gold Medal. I caught scarlet fever. On the day when I was born, something from space arrived on the day I died it left. I have many scrapbooks filled with inventions. I studied electricity with my dad, and it was electric when my dad and I started together. I really created inventions that would make me money. My kids turned me into a dot and dash. I never picked up a thing without wishing I could improve it. Who am I?
Plowing ahead to our next eminent person, Joseph.
When I was 33 years old, school, I worked hard as a student. My work was really on fire, which put me on in debt for years. I really steal the show, or some might say, plow you over with my invention. I have my own company. I was born in the Green Mountain State. I had 9 kids. My oldest child died unexpectedly. My father went to England when I was just born. He never returned, leaving me and my mom with 4 siblings on our own. I was good with tools. Oh dear, my invention was in many different places. I repair tools, especially when they are brand new. It gets started over in business. I was too poor to go to school. Eventually I made 300 to 400 business. You really did my invention. Who am I?
Huddle up as you're bound to become a big fan of John Vincent.
My eyes opened on February 17, 1936. I was born on an island in the Fiji state. My father left me and I was just a baby, and my mother traveled up north for work. I was quite the player in high school, playing 5 different sports in which I received real state honors. I became an Orangeman in 1954 and my jersey was later retired. In 1972, an organized food first was sent food to the poorest county in the nation, Mercer County, Mississippi. I founded a American program that offers rehabilitation for a moving person. Not only was I a professional athlete, I also appeared in over 30 movies. In 2002, a famous director released a film about my professional career and my personal life. In 1957, I was honored to be voted Rookie of the Year. I carried a lot on my back on some days. I was named League MVP 4 times throughout my career. For 8 years, brown was my favorite color. I was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1971. I have 8 rushing titles, 5 scoring titles, and a record-setting 126 touchdowns. Who am I?
Riding into the West is our next guest, Ava. When I was born in 1831, Grand River, Dakota Territory, my parents hunted the jumping badger in the open, and that happened to be the way Indians named their children, and that became my name. My parents' names were Turtle Door and Jumping Bull. I was born into an Indian tribe called Sioux, which was a religion named Lakota. As I got older, I had 5 spouses. They were named Light Hair, Four Robes, Snow on Her, Sea Mother Nation, and Scarlet Woman, but I did not have them all at once. I was once the leader for Papa Sioux, which meant so much to me. Long ago, I was once a military leader, an Indian military leader, for the Indian government. A little while after, I had children of my own. Their names were One Bull, Crowfoot, Many Horses, and Box Looking. Something that I found that means so much to me. I was a major part of the Battle of the Big Horn. When I was in the battle, I received several red feathers, which our guests are given for women's fought in battle. I have been an opening act of Buffalo Bill's Wild Best Show, and that's where I met Annie Oakley. A little while after meeting Annie Oakley, I symbolically adopted her by giving her moccasins that I wore from Battle of the Little Big Horn, and soon nicknamed her Little Sugarshot. I danced 36 hours with no water at the spiritual Sundance ceremony. This helped me have a vision that we defeated the American army, and sooner or later we did. I was killed by the Lakota police because they believed that I would help bury the white man's world and allow the Indians to go back to their old ways because of the ghost dance movement. I remain now at low roots of Dakota. Who am I? Get ready to soar. Please welcome Ruth.
I had a dog named Jesus Ferocious. I built a roller coaster when I was a kid. I tried to recreate a cow skeleton. My family split up when I was 17. I was draped in drapes one Easter. I dropped out of school against my parents' wishes to become a volunteer nurse in World War I. I was born on July 24th, 1897 in the Jayhawks place. My nickname was Miller. My sister's nickname was Paige. I had sinus surgery. I never took my husband's name, which was scandalous at the time. I
I got money from my family to buy the canary. I was the first woman to fly across the Atlantic. Who am I?
Our next healthy, wealthy, and wise. Oh, Mikey isn't here this afternoon. He won't be joining us. You are going to go nuts over our next guest, James.
My feelings do play a part. I didn't love surgery. I worked as an infantryman. I can write letters as a job. You can find my nickname Shocking. I worked as a barber. My dad was worried that I didn't get a good job. I write with inspiration from friends. I live somewhere in the East. I won the Reuben Award. In childhood, I loved to draw. I won 2 Emmys. I love my job so much, I like to draw it. I'm not in the newspaper, but my work is. My writing is nuts. Who am I?
The picture will become clear as you hear more from Kayla.
I love to paint families and children. When my family and I went to Paris, that is when I knew I wanted to be a painter. I started to paint people in real life and what they were doing at the time. What I do really puts color in your world. I was born in the Keystone State. Me and my family would really impress you. While traveling, I learned French and German. The hemlock tree is my home state tree. My parents thought traveling was very important for a kid's life. I was a real copycat. As a child, I was always on the move. I worked with Claude Monet and some other impressionists. I had to ditch my hero for the women's building at the Chicago World Fair. Who am I?
Please stand and bow to the lovely Ari. My career lasted 22 years. I let a symbol of my royal status kill me. I love to travel over the sparkling blue. Often I was parading around. Ordinary people say third time's a charm, but I'm not ordinary. My career didn't stop me from playing Ding Dong Ditch. My first name is so great that I have no other. My brother and I rule together. No one has been more wealthy than me. In my family, I was always first, including in death. My career is unusual. Who am I?
Ready for some pop? Here comes Emma.
Thanos George Lucas. I am. People went bananas for one of my first accomplishments. To Madigan was banned in the U.S. My job involved royalty. I wanted to make your world pop. One of my characters is a heroic carpenter. A fox stars in one of my video games. We all jump for the family-friendly environment that I helped develop. I wanted to put jumping in all of my video games. I went to the Kaazawa College. Although I am an artist, it is not my job. The first video game that was not a competition was created by me. I helped create a very robotic video game. I was not allowed to bike to work because the company was concerned about my safety. Who am I?
On your mark, get set. Here comes Emily. Little pig, let me in. No joke, I grew up in a house made of mud. I met my husband in a prison academy. My fellow countrymen inspired me along with Joe Benoit. My immediate family made up more than 3% of my town's total population. One of
My first job was picking coffee for 20 cents per day. At one time, people might have guessed my favorite song was Born to Run, but now people might have guessed my favorite song is Jailhouse Rock. I said Harry to my profession in 2014. Boston has been running through my mind for years. My favorite place to work was in the USA because I did not need an interpreter. I ran barefoot. My father was also a runner, but he never told me until I was an adult because he didn't want to put pressure on me to become a runner. My countrymen have won the Boston Marathon 19 of the past 25 years. I have held the world record times for 5K, 12K, 15K, 10 miles, and marathon. I am the first and only woman to win the Boston Marathon 4 times. People call me crazy, but now they call me great. Who am I?
Listen up. Your call next play is Sam.
In 2000, I found my family in Canton, Ohio. In 1979, I was the 82nd overall pick in the draft. I am married to actress Jennifer Walls. I am a speaker and author about perseverance. I was an Indian leader for 2 years. In 1992, I learned how to be a butterfly. I was born in Steel Country. I almost went to the University of North Carolina to play basketball. Although the others followed me after college. My nickname in high school was Joe Banana. I have 4 children. I was a gold miner from 1980 to 1992. I am 4 legs. My nickname was the Comeback Kid. My jersey number is 8 double. Who am I?
Please welcome the teeny tiny but mighty Elizabeth.
I studied math, history, literature, astronomy, and geography as a child. I was tutored in French, Italian, Spanish, Greek, and Latin as a child. I was imprisoned in the dreaded Tower of London as a teenager. I never married and I never had any children. I was a ruler who fought alongside my soldiers. I enjoyed the writings of William Shakespeare. I died on March 24, 1603 from blood poisoning. I beheaded my cousin Mary for trying to rule over England. My mother was beheaded when I was 3 years old. I ruled England for 41 years. I was the most popular female monarch, though I was not the first queen. I am the cousin of Mary Stuart, Queen of Scots. I am known as the Good Queen Bess. I am the daughter of King Henry VIII. I am the Queen of England. Who am I?
Perseverance is a word that comes to mind when I think of our next guest, Jameson.
I was born in Starville State of the South, but before I was even born, my family moved to the state of California. When I was little, I played home college sports I showed. In the year of 1939, I attended the college that was the home of the Queen. My college years were interrupted when I joined the Army to help my country in World War II, but I achieved them fairly because of dedication. During college, I met Rachel I and eventually married her. After college, I started playing for KC in the Negro Baseball League. Early in my Negro League career, I was bothered by the MLB and made history by stepping foot on the baseball field. In my rookie season, I really hit the ball out of the park and had my record-breaking season 2 years later. Throughout my career, my team was the champions of the National League 6 times, but did not have a lot of success in the World Series. Late in my career, my team finally won the Outland Flag of baseball. But after that season, the lightning just ran out. During my life, if people called me names, I would fight back how I always would. By being the best athlete I could. Who am I?
I have come to the theory that you will enjoy our next mastermind, Edith.
My life is my Susie. I was proud first, my home was the best school for me. I became a big member of the Oxford Romans. When I was a young schoolboy, I went to a girl academy, even though it wasn't very normal at the time. I was born in the midst of World War II. For my safety, they took me out of the country. The single life was the one for me because I divorced 2 times. My PhD paper would put you in a black hole. When I came down with ALS, it was a hard time for me. I was born 30 years to the day after one of the best modern scientists, Galileo. You could say I write bestsellers because everyone seemed to love my books. How would it feel if you could only speak in an American accent all the time? That's how I felt when I first got my translation machine. In college, I didn't focus a lot on my schoolwork and partying a lot. I live across the pond, as you would say. When I was 16, me and my friends made a functioning computer out of old clock parts and telephone switchboards. I'm so famous that I even made it into a Simpsons episode. I've been offered knighthood by the Queen, but I politely declined. President Barack Obama presented me with the Medal of Freedom. Who am I?
Let's give a hero's welcome to Riley.
I have a girl named after me. One that biggest battle in 8 seconds. I was born in a Lone Star State, and I have frogs in my tail. My first book made it to the big screen. I hit my target 160 times. My wife Kay is a lightsaber. Every year I have a birthday bash to honor military families. I crafted the foundation. The legend the devil of humanity is caused by this text. I was rejected by the Navy for pins in my army, and I have my own day in Texas. Who am I?
Our last report comes live from Allie.
I was the first female war correspondent covering World War I from Austria. I interviewed Emma Goldman and Susan B. Anthony. Emma Goldman was an aggressive women's rights social issues leader. Susan B. Anthony was a women's rights activist. I created a steel oil drum which the modern steel barrel is based on. I left my stamp on history. Elizabeth Bisson was sent on a westward trip around the world when erasing Anthony, but I beat her by 4.5 days. I'm insanely happy I didn't have to stay in Blackwell's Island. I took a risk and brought a book to life. My nickname was a color thanks to my mother. I spent the end of my life fostering children and setting up adoptions. I had 15 siblings and step-siblings. Because I had so many siblings, 2 of my nieces were older than me. My father was a wealthy judge and had a town of Pennsylvania named after him. I went bananas in Singapore. I gave the wrong age when I was getting my passport. I made myself 3 years younger. I got my pen name from the songs that was popular at the time. Who am I?
Now let's see how well you did. Owen asked Bill Gates.
Hardware must be paid for, but software is something you share.
Zane asked Thomas Edison.
there for those who want it, plan for it, and take action to achieve it.
Ava,
As city mole.
let us put our minds together and see what life we can make for a David. Ruth,
As Amelia Earhart. Never do things others can and will do. If there are things others cannot or will not do.
again, Michael's not here today, so we'll have to skip him. James, as Charles Schultz.
My life has no purpose, no direction, no aim, no meaning, and yet I'm happy. I can't figure it out. What am I doing right?
Kayla,
As Mary Castle.
I used to go plant my nose against that window and absorb all I could of his art. I saw art then as I want to see it now.
Ari,
As Cleopatra.
In time we hate that which we fear.
Emmett.
As Shigeru Miyamoto.
I thought, why do video games always have to be a competition? Why can't everyone just work together, carrying things as a team?
Amelie. As Catherine Durga?
If I had nothing to sacrifice, I had nothing to gain.
Sam. As Joe Montana. Elizabeth. As Queen Elizabeth.
I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king, and of a king of England too.
Jameson. As Jackie Robinson.
A life is not important except the impact it has on other lives.
Eden. As Albert Einstein.
What if I were to run after a beam of light? What if one were to ride on a beam? If one were to run fast enough, would it no longer move at all?
And Catchy. As Stephen Hawkins.
However hard life may seem, you can always do something about it.
Riley. As Chris Kyle.
My only regrets are about people I couldn't save. Marines, soldiers, my buddies.
Emily. As Nellie Bly.
Accept praise for what it's worth, politeness, be brutally frank with yourself, and stay firm.
My classmates and I have made projects and brought snacks to help you learn more about our country. Please take the time to visit our tables and ask questions.
At the end of our evening, we will bring our projects home, but our projects and costumes will be returning Wednesday, April 19th for our showcast event.
showcase event is new this year. We will dress in character and stand by our projects. 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, plus friends from the senior living complex, will all be invited to preview our projects. Please enjoy the rest of the night